Okay. Okay, so let's start, right? So like I said, you already know the start to end date, or sorry, we know the timing, so we can postulate on that, right? To say that this already started maybe last week or today, and then we'll just
last week,
and then we divide it into 8 to 9 days,
Yeah. So basically, we've had our first meeting. This is the second one, then 6 more. So just project and advise the VP accordingly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay, sounds good. So, you want to recap on what we discussed last week?
Okay, thanks. I think of course, it was our first meeting, so it was basically getting to know ourselves, getting to know my background, your background, what you do here, and a bit of advice on navigating the job market in Canada, and even most especially in navigating the job market in Saskatchewan. And I know you also shared some very interesting insights. I know that's probably like a kind of a teaser into getting to engage here. One of the things I remember very well was your comment around the job descriptions being very, very huge. But when you get into the job itself, it's almost like you get a job description that's like a Lamborghini, but you realize that the work itself is a Toyota, or probably even less in terms of what you are required to do. So they pack a lot into the JD, which for the uninformed or uninitiated, it might sound, it might be quite scary. And I think
Sure.
that was very helpful. In fact, in applying for it, because between the last time we met and now, I've applied for a few roles, and that was something I really took to heart in dropping those applications. Yeah, so that then the other thing I remember very well, in fact, I actually still applied that in an application I submitted earlier today, is rather than say you have experience in five, six, seven different areas, whereas in the job advert, the JD is only just saying, look, we need a PM who is good in a particular field. For instance, the one I'm talking about I submitted today, what they need, they're looking for somebody who's experienced with data conversion and migration projects, and have done a few of those kind of projects. I've done enterprise data migration projects where we even have to integrate nothing. I mean, we need to consolidate data from nothing less than 40 legacy systems. So I'm sure you understand the massive endeavor that entails. Um, doing doing it, coordinating ETL scripts all across board, Azure Data Factory using SQL for ETL processing, even in some cases using Excel just to make sure that because you're talking of different data sources, so
Mm-hmm.
getting all of them into a massive enterprise data warehouse. So I just really, based on the conversation we had last week, I really took that to heart and zeroed in on my data migration experiences rather than be mentioning cybersecurity and all those other ones. Yeah. So just basically saying what I took away from the last engagement as well as how I've applied them between when we met last and now. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
That's good to know.
thank you. Yeah.
I'm so excited that we're already making progress, even just in one
Yeah.
meeting, right? So today,
Yeah.
I'll just go straight to it because of time. We don't have
Okay.
too much of time, so we just
Yeah.
jump right straight into it. And thank you so much for that feedback.
Yeah. Thanks.
So today we are looking at we had like a 4 milestones to cover, and then the first is navigating the Saskatchewan job market, right?
Yeah.
So I did a short slide for that, just to engage or just to have a conversation around. So Saskatchewan job market for project managers, right, is growing,
Mhm.
and particularly in the IT, construction, and health, energy, manufacturing, and government project. So to stand out and to secure a very good role, you need to know some of these things. And I'm very sure probably you've heard them before, but we can discuss around them. And so if you have any questions, it's just good time to ask your question. So number one is the local job market. So here in Saskatchewan, project managers they are in high demand, right? So everything, especially in Canada generally, everything is more around they have to have a project manager. It's just a thing, right? Like I think it's a best practice, kind of standards or process that the Canadian markets already give into. It's even part of a culture in the labor space, right? So you just see that a lot of organizations believe that if you want to succeed, even in a department, they have to be a project manager. They have to just be somebody that is driving, the operations and making sure that everything goes as planned, right? Because very based market, right? So so Saskatchewan is also adopting that. And that being said, IT and digital transformation is on high demand. The cloud that you just spoke about, cybersecurity, M365, SAP, agile project management, and then roles are increasing daily. So I think we'll just leave it to IT, and there are other ones whereby you have construction, engineering, and government and health. Especially in Saskatoon here, or Saskatchewan, sorry, Regina, Saskatoon, health is also a very big thing, right? And also the mining and energy with agriculture, right? We have Canada, especially Saskatchewan, is a very big mining market because of Cameco, right?
Cameco, BHP, all those guys.
BHP, yes, Cameco, Componex does other things apart from mining. They also are very big on, I think there is on natural resources as well. There was a time I interviewed with them, consulting as well, but they are here, and sometimes they look out to get some of these their project managers, because now we have people migrating into this space. So yes, we have more opportunities as well to leverage. We need to also leverage on those markets and see how we can take a piece of the pie.
Okay.
So I also listed top employers. There is Vandesta is one of them. Saskatchewan government. So right, especially, and then for the health area, you have the Saskatchewan Health Authority, eHealth. Like I said, ESS Power, Cameco, Graham Constructions, PCL. And then in the banking area too, they also hire all these credit union and insurance as well. Okay, so now I am very sure you know all of this already. The Indeed, the LinkedIn, the Workplace, the Glassdoor, Saskatchewan Jobs, or Saskat.
Yes.
Let's see.
Sask Jobs.
Yeah.
Sask Jobs.
Okay. So and then you also want to reach out to some of these recruiters, right? And SI Systems, for example, Tech Systems, David Alpin groups. the A Canada, and then you got off technology. So all of these
Okay.
companies, like this one is an IT, SI Systems and IT. SI System reach out to me over and over because I have my stuff with them. Sometimes I almost
Your
got
profile, yeah.
on roll with them like that. It was very close one time like that. I think it was an Oracle consult,
Mm.
project management role.
So
Yeah.
how effective is SI systems? Because I actually created my profile when I came freshly
Mhm.
then. In fact, one of the recruiters there actually had an engagement with me. We had a conversation, told me to put the resume in a format and all that. But
Mhm.
I was still quite fresh, so I wasn't in as much as I responded. But I did. I don't think I took it as seriously as I should, given what I'm hearing you say now. So I just want
Mhm.
to hear how effective they are, and if it's something that I mean, I could easily reactivate my profile and
Yeah.
update it.
SI system is very effective, right? So there is one of the
Okay.
top most recruiting agency in Canada,
Mm,
right? So
okay.
you
For
want
tech.
to, and then also the tech systems, so you can check them out.
Okay,
And
I will.
also Robert Half Technology, they are very good organization that
Oh, okay.
you can leverage on, right?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Then there's this other one in Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan here, but I think they're even likely in Saskatchewan. I'm trying to remember their name now. It's they are They, I think they largely recruit for mining, manufacturing. Oh, their name is just keeping me at the moment now. Oh God. Okay, maybe if I come up with it later, I'll let you know. It's
Okay.
I know it's like a name, like a person's name that they used for their, but I just can't remember their name. And I see the adverts all the time, but I've never seen any ITPM role. It's always manufacturing, mining, and stuff like that that they advertise most of the time.
Okay. And also my own company too, right? Paradigm
Okay.
Consultants can
Okay.
I can do a referral to them as well. That one
Oh,
is
okay. Great. Okay. Thanks. That's great. Thank you.
yeah, also a very
And Paradigm,
formidable what is consult
Paradigm.
is yeah, Paradigm Consulting.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm very sure I've submitted my resume to Paradigm Consulting before.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I know that name very well. Yeah, it's been, I mean, sometime last year. Yes, yes, I'm very, very sure.
Did they reach out
I,
to you?
I never heard from them. No, I didn't hear from them.
Okay,
I
okay,
never
okay.
heard from them. Mm,
Yeah, we can try again.
never heard from them. Okay, okay, that'll be
There's
great.
no harm
Thank
in
you.
trying again. At least this time is a
Of
referral.
course,
Mm.
yeah. Which carries far more weight than just submitting it out of the blues. Mm,
Okay.
okay,
So awesome, awesome, awesome. We shall be. Sorry, I just almost dropped this. Okay. Yeah.
okay,
Okay. So yeah. So yeah. So those are the places that we want to look at, right? And to make sure that
okay.
yeah, all this is
Uh,
done, and also this is networking and local communities. Now you can network with in PMI. Most times the reason why you don't see some of us is probably because we already have a job, or you are doing something. But
yeah,
even though you have a job and all of that, it's also good to still connect with people because you
absolutely.
never know your next gig and all of those things can
Yeah,
come from those meetings,
absolutely.
right? So
Yeah.
yes, I would say that I am a very bad whatever when it comes to visiting PMI all the time. I go once in a while, but sometimes stuff I would have booked my slot and all of that, and I'll still not go. Probably one meeting or the
Not
other
attend.
just came up, and then you just totally forgot, and then you just see in 30 minutes it will just flash on my calendar, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go to
I
PMI
get it.
today. Still have a lot of things to
Yeah,
catch up with. So it's just sometimes, I really wish to be part of what is going on fully, but yeah,
I
I
get
will
that.
change this year by God's grace. I was there last year a couple of times.
Hopefully. Hopefully, I'm an active volunteer with a PMI here, so maybe I will keep encouraging you.
Yeah, it's very good. Yes, I really need to be
Yeah.
part of what's
Mm,
going on. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Great.
Saskatchewan IT and Tech meetups, right? I don't know if you've heard of collabs.
In Saskatchewan here?
Code
No.
Labs. Yeah, Code Up Labs. I
Mm,
think it's Code Up Labs. You can check them out on LinkedIn.
okay.
It's in
Is that?
Saskatoon.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that here. Interesting.
Yeah, it's also for, I think, professionals and entrepreneurs, startups, all those kind of things, right? But it's for IT.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So this is Saskatchewan Tech Co.Labs. I just sent it on
Mm,
co-labs.ca.
okay. Okay. Cool. Dash labs. Okay. Let me note that. Okay.
Yeah. So besides, I need to register for one of their events like that. So also see how I can leverage on
Mm,
the opportunities, just take advantage of every opportunities. Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm very sure you know LinkedIn already. You need to also try as much
Yeah.
as possible if you can engage with IM managers
Hiring managers. Yeah.
or recruiters on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah.
Right. And you also might want to package your LinkedIn in such a way that it's speaking, maybe what you are doing currently, you just put there that you are a project manager, because the truth is, even though you think you are moving things from one place to another, it's a project at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
you might just, I don't know how you do it, but yeah,
Mm.
there's always a way.
Uh,
Your resume, you are not just sending to them what you are doing. If you are looking for a project management role, you want to speak to that role directly. Right. I'm very sure that the last time we spoke about certification. So
yes.
some of it,
Yes. Yes.
you might want to, pay attention to even at this time is Scrum Agile delivery,
Mm,
processes. You want to, look at change management, cloud. You already have a lot of experience around that space already. And
yeah.
then yeah, all these ones are PM, whatever, stakeholder management, vendor, finance, budgets. These are PM, um, PM skills that you need to have, right? So
Mm,
yeah, right. And then data and AI is also a very big thing now. All the machine learning and
yeah.
all. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any question at this point before I wrap up on this. Oh yes,
Uh,
I don't
no,
just
I'm
want
I'm fine so far.
okay. I don't just
I'm
want to
fine.
continue
I think
this book.
no, I think to a large extent I've been speaking as we were talking, so I'm good. So far, I'm good.
Okay, great. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So yeah. So sometimes some of the things that drop some of us from interviews or why they drop us along the
Yeah.
line is probably your budgeting skills are not
Mm,
is not at par with what they are doing here. Right. So basically, you're able to speak around cloud, all of those things. But in Nigeria, who gives us budget to do their project? Mostly, the finance team are the ones who manage that end to end, right? Or they manage the relationships, and then you
mm,
just went as an IT guy, right? So I think sometimes that's always a gap, so when we come into this space and then they ask us all these questions and we can answer all the IT stuff, when they now start asking about, okay, so
mm,
how do you deliver your budgets? What are the things, how do you manage your budget basically? Well, how do you allocate
mm,
resources and all of that? Then, we become stuck on that. And that's why I had to put that there.
Okay.
That skill is one of the things. And also stakeholder management is another thing, right? And vendor management. So when you say vendor management, a lot of time you are working on a project and you are dealing with contractors, you are dealing with internal stakeholders, OEMs and all that. So they want
and their partners,
exactly. So sometimes they also want to understand if you have what it takes to manage such relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I said that's why I highlighted it.
Okay. So I was saying the name I was trying to remember. Oh yes,
Okay.
I heard you. Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I said the name I was trying to remember earlier, Peter Lucas. Yeah, Peter Lucas Consulting.
Oh, okay. So there is a Peter Lucas Consulting, and I don't know how.
Interesting. They are here too, so they are very big in PM. In fact, what they do is basically get PMs and resource all these manufacturing, mining, largely. Before they are very big with mining. They supply PMs to Cameco, to Nutrient, to who else again? I'm not sure if they do it with BHP, but I know they supply PMs to a lot of these big places. Yeah.
Okay, I just looked them up now, and
Yeah.
So I think that's their
And
niche.
yes,
Their niche is
that's their
around.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. So that's good. Okay. I'll look them up. I'll try and see if I can also get into their space.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, let's. So I'm very sure you have taken notes of this. I can also share my slides. Not
Oh
a
yes,
problem
yes.
if you don't mind.
I really appreciate that. No, I would really appreciate that. But I was
Okay.
actually gonna request for that. That'd be very helpful. Thanks.
Okay. How to stand out in the job market? You want to optimize your resume and LinkedIn profile, right? To meet where you are focusing on, right? And so because the truth is there's also a way you can put it, like if you check out my own LinkedIn, right, there's a way I structure it that when there is Oracle job, they will send it to me. When there is SAP, they will send it. When there is MS, because there's a way I just my resume, my
Your
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
But when I'm sending out my resume, I speak to exactly what they are asking for.
Okay.
So because recruiters also scout. So when they look at it and they see you have one or two things that they'll reach out.
Interesting enough, one of the key things I want to work on over this weekend is overhaul my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah. But you have my LinkedIn, so you can also check some of the
Yes, I will definitely check it. Or part of the strategy is to also do as many GWO as I can.
No, it's not GWO.
As much as I can.
Yes.
Yes. Sure. Yeah.
So you should also add quantifiable achievements like the $5 million kind of stuff, migration project.
Yeah.
I improved, efficiency by, 30% and so on and so forth, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you can also leverage on your network, like we already spoke about referral already. So yes,
referral is very critical. Yeah.
Local PMI, you're already in one. IT events, Yeah, as a Christian, I would say pray, 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 and you are also a very
Yeah,
religious person. So
of
yeah,
course, very important.
yeah. So sometimes even when you go for some of those things, sometimes but yeah, but it's always good to continue expand your network, just
Network.
because it's like there are things that I've said now that you don't probably you've not heard before. You said a
Yeah,
lot that I've not even heard before, like Peter Lucas. I think I've seen that whatever
yeah,
before, but now it's striking,
mm,
right? But yes,
yeah,
so sometimes and I've spoken about collabs, so many things that
yeah.
we can share in networking, right? So yes,
Sure.
and make sure that you apply smartly and also make sure that you
Mm,
do cover letters for most of your application.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. So yeah. So if you are applying to government jobs, be prepared for longer hiring processes. Sometimes it takes time. Government
Wow.
is the same everywhere.
It's the same. I'm telling you. 3 to 6
Almost the
months.
same everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think Nigerian government is different too. They can even hire you in one day. So
With that interview.
exactly. Just come on, sit here. Start to work. Besides, you can be paid without even just you are just a ghost work.
Yeah. So,
Right. So yes. My final tips tonight is to stay up to date with the trend, agile AI, cloud, PM
mm,
role. They are always
yeah.
coming and develop both technical and leadership skills. Employers want PMs
Mm,
who can lead teams and understand technology, right?
yeah.
And also be open to contract roles as well. Many PM roles in Saskatchewan start as contracts before
Yes,
becoming.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
And
I'm
one
very
of
sure
that
even
trend.
open. You are open. I'm very sure.
Oh, sure, sure. And one of that trend I seem to have seen is people start as contracts, become permanent, then they transition to what you are doing now, doing their own consulting. Because I
Yes.
have someone in Regina who just went through that way, contract with a permanent role with the government of Saskatchewan, and then he's not doing consulting just like you.
Oh, it is well.
It is.
Yeah, sometimes consultants also feel like they should be on permanent role.
I
Except
know.
some, yeah,
I know.
sometimes except if you
I
have maybe
know.
multiple consultings that you're also doing sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but project management is rewarding, and
Yeah.
so
Oh,
sometimes
I know.
it's cover up for themselves in any which way. So
Mm,
yeah,
good to know.
good, good. So that's what I have for today. I don't know if you have any question you want to ask anymore, or are there any other things
So,
you have mind on?
oh, well, thank you very much. I think this has been very, very helpful. Picked a lot of useful things again. The only question I have is because one of the things I've been looking out for is if there are opportunities for or even unpaid work, internship kind of things.
Mm,
So, yeah, I've been looking at. I don't know if you're aware of any such thing. There's a group, P1 Games. I don't know if you've heard of that name. P1, just letter P and one, P1 Games. They are based here in Saskatoon, but they're actually a global organization. There is a group of game developers, so they have different cohorts. I'm currently volunteering and it's volunteer based, so I actually need to mention that. So I'm currently
okay.
volunteering as a Scrum Master for one of their groups. Building games, just basically leading them through the agile ceremonies, to do um, excuse me, the usual backlog refinements on through to sprint planning and everything. So, but it's not. in as much as he helps one to keep stay current and just utilize those skills as much as well because it's volunteer based. There are days some people will show up, people will not show up, and all those kind of things. So it makes it a bit challenging. So I've just been on the lookout at are there organizations or places where yeah, don't pay me anything, just let me come and utilize this my skill. So number one, I stay current, then number two, also gathering that local Canadian experience. So it's something I'll be happy to do. I mean, like I said, for free.
Mhm. Yeah, I would see to that. But what me I have is I do trainings. So I do trainings for people, and then
Okay.
after the training, some of them join, a mentorship, whatever, like what you are doing. But what we do there is not like just giving you tips or telling you. It's more like a project. So currently we are
Mm,
just working on the website, and
okay.
just making sure that we are improving Paul's brand, which is my own website, right? So yeah, this is what the
Yeah.
website look like,
Mm,
right? So yes,
okay. Yeah.
so that's what we are
Mm,
doing currently. So I have Scrum Masters. Everyone is a Scrum Master on that group because it's more of Scrum, right? And
okay.
but
Mm,
they now take on roles. So we have Scrum
yeah.
Masters to 2 weeks, right? So after you
Mm,
deploy your own sprint, then another person takes over, and then like that. So now the reason why
oh.
is very effective is because they paid. So because they paid, everybody shows up. If you don't
Sound
show up,
like the volunteer base.
exactly. If you
Yeah.
don't show up, your money
Mm,
is your
it's
money,
gone.
right? So, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get that.
So that's the difference, right? The difference.
Okay.
Besides, I have some people that have not shown up for a while that they are even begging me on phone that can they join me
Mm,
back? Can I join us back? Blah blah blah. I'm like,
mm,
see that you didn't show up. So yeah.
mm,
So I don't know if that works for you. It might not because of
mm,
timing as well. It's always during the day,
mm.
not
Oh, during the day.
yeah,
Okay.
it's more
Mm,
like we have a group, and then we meet
okay.
sometimes Tuesdays and Fridays majorly,
Okay.
just
Mm,
to we do daily stand-ups, but daily stand-ups is more of a question on the group, right?
mm,
So everybody just answer on that group because of different time zone as well. Some people are in Nigeria, some
yeah.
people are in Canada,
Mm.
right? So yes.
So when you say 2 week sprints, I'm just wondering how effective is it for someone who wants to learn agile to basically just facilitate 2 week sprints and then that's it. They don't, from what I'm suspecting, they don't come back again, right? Maybe they will still be on the group learning, but they don't get the hands-on experience after their 2 week stint. So I'm just
Well,
wondering how effective is that?
also yeah, so it's quite effective because sometimes because right now I have about 6 persons or seven, so they have to go through that sprint because we have about
Mm,
maybe about uh, up to like 24 to 30 sprints. So they have to be
okay.
going, it keeps going round, right? So it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
back again. Sometimes, you can do 3 to 4, 5 sprints, but at the same time, you are
Okay.
also supporting the current
Mm,
Scrum Master, making sure that you are doing one or two. And then sometimes,
mm,
they are using tools like SEMrush. They are
mm.
using tools like Jira. So they are
Yeah.
all in hands-on on the go,
Okay.
right? So it's very effective because we are taxing everyone. So for example, there are some people that they have to go and research on XML. Although these are the things I can
Mm,
do myself, but I'll just tell them,
mm.
okay, go and do a research on how to write an XML file.
Good. Mm,
I do a code, save it as an XML file, send it to me. Let me see what it is. I review it. And if there is any need to correct, I'll correct, and then we can implement
mm,
it like that, like that. So yeah, so so that some of these people that are not even open to IT or they are not exposed to IT before, they can start
Mm,
an IT Scrum
mm,
Master, agile professional.
okay.
Right. Yeah, so that's how it works.
So, okay, I get it. So basically, but I guess the there's still one product owner, right? So it's not as if
Yes,
it's not all
there
the,
is a
it's only the Scrum Master that changes.
changes.
It,
Yes,
okay, so one product owner, the dev team still remains the same dev team from one sprint to another. Okay, okay, I
correct.
think I get the concept now. I get the concept.
Yeah.
So it's basically the team running themselves with the Scrum Master just coming in and changing from one sprint to another.
But the
Okay.
thing is, the Scrum Master is also going to file to be part of the team. So what we do is basically by the time you finish your sprint, you file up to be part of the dev team, right? So because
Okay.
sometimes what you are doing is not really, maybe you are not developing so much, but you are also doing research. So we put you at
Yeah.
the R&D. So you are also,
Okay.
researching for the dev.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's something I like to still keep or keep. I always like keeping my options open and see if there's a way this could also work for me. But from what I'm suspecting, this is for people who are learning the ropes.
True.
With all due respect, I don't think I consider myself as someone who's learning the ropes. I'm just looking
Correct.
for just stay
Correct.
active and stay current, yeah, as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So that's what
Absolutely.
because the thing in this technology space is 3, 4, 5, 6 months being away from active projects. You start rotting away, and I don't ever want that to happen to me. So yeah. So that's why even if I don't have a paid job, I just want to keep my hands busy, just be engaging and ensure that it's one of the things you also mentioned earlier, just be updated. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
so that's it.
The only thing
Okay.
is me sometimes what I have as projects,
Yeah.
I don't run it the way they run it here. So for example, I have a website project, for example. I can't run it the way they are running. I can't take a PM because I want to do I wasn't trained like that from Nigeria. So
Mm,
I'll just jump on the maybe if it's the WordPress, if it's a
mm,
WordPress content management solution I'll use,
yeah.
or just writing an HTML, CSS code, I'll just
Mm,
jump right straight to the template and edit and just upload my website and move on. Right. So,
okay.
but if you are working with an organization, they will put a whole structure around
The whole
trying
team. Yeah. Yeah.
to achieve that. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So, and that's where it's different. So all you just do is to manage,
Mm,
the entire process and all of that.
yeah.
One of the contract that I was doing, they were working on I was doing M365 and they were working on their website.
Mm,
And I can see them suffer a lot. I'm just looking at them like,
mm.
oh no, I'll be there and suffer. I try to pitch it to them that I can help them out, but the way they
Mm.
are structured stuff. I'll just be like, oh no, Mr. Paul, you are just on M365. You don't even know what we're doing here. I'm like,
Okay.
I've been conscious. What are you people doing? I'm telling you.
Okay, but that's always the risk when you have a PM who also probably used to be a developer or knows the
Correct,
technology.
correct.
Yes, yes, it's always a challenge wanting to jump in and get hold of things. I've seen that happen a few times too. I
Yeah.
know.
Because you just be wondering that this thing is not as difficult as what you people are just
Yeah,
bad. Right. At
yeah,
some point, I
true.
had to just step back and not even when they are talking about the website thing, I'll do as if
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to integrate, right, with
it's a great.
whatever
Yeah,
I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm not
yeah,
interested.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Okay.
It's a very good to. It was nice talking with you today. I don't know if you have
Thank you very much.
any other thing that we've not discussed already.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. In fact, I didn't expect we'd cover as much as this today, so I'm happy to see what
Awesome,
we've
awesome,
done. Yes, yes.
awesome. I
Thank you
sent
very
you the
much.
mail already, right? So yeah,
Oh, you said you sent me what?
I sent you an email already.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Let
so
me
I
just
sent you
check.
my slides.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Yes, it's coming.
Mm.
I have it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. All right. Have a good
All right.
evening. See you
And
next
you
week.
too.
Yeah.
By God's grace, yes. And have a great weekend too.
All
Thank
right.
you
Bye.
very much for your time.
Yeah. Welcome.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.